Sure. SFL videos on YouTube says Black Ops 4 was pretty much you destroying another team or being destroyed by another team. Is the balanced matchmaking a priority for Modern Warfare?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one of the things we really want to do with this game is we want to get new players in the game, and we want them to kind of like, we don't want them to just get punched in the mouth over and over again until they leave. We want a healthy ecosystem. We want a lot of players in and having fun, and that's a big focus for us. It's a big focus for us in weapon design. It's a big focus for us in level design. Our weapons are a bit more lethal than they were in the Black Ops, the recent more Black Ops, and that helps a lower skilled player get a kill when they otherwise wouldn't, have some success, and then feel like now there's a desire to get better and to get another kill. Our maps are a little bit more porous, and we want those players to have a safe place to take their time, to learn how to turn and move and then shoot, put those pieces together, and then they see someone and be like, oh, okay, now I can do this. So yeah, it's a big focus for us.
But that approach that you're describing there isn't going to come at the expense of the hardcore players, right?
That's not the plan, right? But we want to make sure that we don't want someone who's, how to say this, lower skill to have a bad experience. We want someone who's higher skill to have a bad experience. And so we have to make choices in how we matchmake for that. And that's something that we put more focus on this game than we have in other games.
If it feels like the developers aren't listening to you, if you're confused about why they keep making the same mistakes, just remember, they don't like you. They don't want you to buy the next Call of Duty. They got what money they could out of you. You are no longer profitable. None of us are.
Our weapons are a bit more lethal than they were in the Black Ops, the recent more Black Ops, and that helps a lower skilled player get a kill when they otherwise wouldn't, have some success, and then feel like now there's a desire to get better and to get another kill.
Now, the first key step to compressing the skill gap is lowering the time to kill. And listen to me very carefully. The only tangible in-game result of lowering the time to kill in any game is that gun skill and intelligent class setups matter less and less. When the time to kill is as low as it is in both Advanced Warfare and Hardline, your gunfighting skill matters less. Your ability to manage recoil matters less. Burst firing matters less. Your aim in general matters less. Headshots matter less. Actually, they don't matter at all in either of these games anymore. Your reaction times matter less. And worst of all, the gun you are using and the creative ways you have decided to customize your class matter less and less.
Our maps are a little bit more porous, and we want those players to have a safe place to take their time, to learn how to turn and move and then shoot, put those pieces together, and then they see someone and be like, oh, okay, now I can do this. So
now Ghosts first coined this anti-laning skill gap compression map layout strategy by putting in so many lanes going in so many different directions with so many various flanking routes on such large maps that when combined with the random nature of CoD spawning system made it impossible for any single player to predict map flow or enemy positions with any consistency. Think back a year. Recall if you can maps like Tremor or Chasm. These maps were mazes stacked on top of other mazes. Even in objective game modes, there was no way for even an experienced player to consistently predict what direction an enemy was or what route they might take. You and an enemy could be 5 feet away from each other for the entire match and not even know it, and the result was that it was mostly random who ended up seeing who first, regardless of anyone's skill level. And because seeing someone was, and still is, effectively the hardest part of killing them, it meant that it was entirely random who killed who first. Skill played little to no role in the outcome of gunfights and entire matches.
But that approach that you're describing there isn't going to come at the expense of the hardcore players, right?
That's not the plan, right? But we want to make sure that we don't want someone who's, how to say this, lower skill to have a bad experience. We want someone who's higher skill to have a bad experience.
The newer casual players take absolute priority over veteran fans. And in fact, I would go so far as to say that they don't even want veterans of the series to keep buying new games because veteran players generally are not a profitable expenditure. And so in conclusion, motherfuckers tried to help out noobs but accidentally degenerated the quality of the game in the process, largely because they're stupid motherfuckers who don't understand a goddamn thing about Call of Duty, who have tried to blatantly rip off good ideas from past Call of Duties without actually understanding a fucking thing about those ideas. It is like a glorified game of Minesweeper. You fucking sweep the map and hopefully you don't click on an IED, but one thing's for damn sure. You're gonna spend more time sweeping that map than playing on that map.